What's up, guys? They're coming at you with another Marvel Tōkon? Yeah, Marvel Tōkon video. But today we're actually doing a little bit something different. Something that after I did my initial 2 videos on it, I was like, what's something I can do to talk about the game while we still don't have any content for it, you know, immediately. We ain't got no other surprise footage or anything we can go over to really look more in depth at the game. So I was like, you know what, low-key, something that I've seen other people do and I wanted to do for this game, like it was one of the first ideas I thought of, was actually doing a tier list going over the characters that I would like to see for the game. I think I originally thought of this video from I watched Dado Doya, if you don't know who I'm talking about. He did one for fighters a minute ago, back during season 1 when there were still no DLCs for the game. So he was like, these are the characters that I would like to see added to the game. I think that was how he did that video. It was a while ago that I saw it, but I was thinking of that, and I was like, I should do that, but for Marvel Tōkon, which has some Marvel Rivals characters in it that I would actually like to be added into this game, but also some Marvel characters that are not in this game, or that are not in Rivals that I would like to be in this game as well. So real quick, because there's, how many was in here? It said 138 characters. I didn't want to waste too much time, because obviously going through one by one would be a lot. So just glancing over it real quick, I was going to just start dragging some of my top picks into the top tier spot, and then after that I was going to spend a little bit more time going over the individual ones. I do have a tier also for unknown characters, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not that big of a Marvel head. So there's gonna be some characters in here that I do not know, and you can tell me down in the comments if I get their name wrong or just don't know their name at all. You can put me on game a little bit. I know a little bit about Marvel in their characters, but there's obviously so many Marvel characters that it's I don't know all of them. I'm not gonna know all of them, but I'm gonna make sure to go over my favorites for sure. And first I'm gonna start off with my main girl. I need her to be added. I need X-23 in this game. We've not been able to have her in a fighting game for Marvel except since Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I didn't play that game back then, so I never played it, and she's literally one of my favorite female Marvel characters. So it's I need her playable in this game, and I already put the tweet out on fucking Twitter that if Marvel puts her in this game, bro, I'm selling my soul, dog, because that's got to be one of my mains. Because, bro, fucking, she's one of my favorite mutants, bar none. There's not too many above her. There's some on the same tier, but not many above X-23 in my opinion, bro. That's a must-have for me personally. Then I'm gonna go with not as common of a pick, but give love to my dog Carnage, bro. Carnage. Red's my favorite color, so of course I'm gonna love the red symbiote. I like Venom. Venom's cool. I fuck with Venom, but it's just Carnage. You don't see him get as much love as Venom. Venom is solid, but where do I want to put actual Venom? Cause actual Venom, I can see him being. I'm gonna use good as a good chance. Let me explain the tiers also. Top tier is obviously my favorite picks. Good chance, or good is why I think they have a good chance of being in there, or aren't bad additions. Decent is the ones below good, where it's okay, I can see them adding them, but it's they're not really that crazy to me. And it's really just because there's technically not a bad pick, but this is the closest thing to a bad pick in my opinion. I don't know if they should add them to the game. Decent is I think they would be a solid pick, but they ain't my favorite. Good is okay, I fuck with the character, and I think that they'd be a good pick for the game. I think Venom would be a good pick, obviously, just to have the opposition of Spider-Man. You know, you always gotta have the opposite side of him. But I think Venom, in my opinion, would be a good to decent pick. He could fall in either one of these categories depending on how he looks, because it's Venom. He's a favorite for a reason. I'm gonna start hitting, like I said, some of my top picks, bro. Do I want to put White Tiger in top tier, bro? Because I fuck with White Tiger heavy, bro. But I don't know if I want to put her in my S tier roster. These are the characters I need. I'm gonna put her in good, because I don't need her. If they don't put her in the game, I'm not gonna be mad about it. But I'm it would be fire if they put White Tiger in there, because the last time you saw White Tiger, I think was Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon, bro. I think like dead ass. It's been a hot minute. I don't know. Blade, top tier, must have. What's some other top tiers on here? Mr. Negative fucking is a very weird choice. I'm gonna put Psylocke in good. I would like her to be in the game because I fuck with Psylocke, but I'm like, I don't need her. Like, she's not a necessity to where I'm like, I need you to be in the game for me to feel whole as a person. So like, she ain't that, but definitely still a solid pick. Low key Taskmaster, bro. But I want to put Taskmaster, bro, because I low key fuck with Taskmaster heavy. And it's like, he don't really get that much love, but like, he'd be kind of like the Slade if this was Injustice in this game. He'd be the Slade type character. I would not mind seeing Taskmaster in this game. Cloak and Dagger, I think would be it. I'm gonna go just based off my raw feels. I'm gonna go because I'm like maybe decent. Cause like they'd be a cool addition, but like the thing is that with this being a 4v4 game, I don't know how I feel about two characters in one. Like if this was a 3v3 or a 1v1, then for sure a 1v1, the two playable characters in one. But imagine a 4v4 where you got technically 5 characters. That there's 4 characters plus the additional one that she could potentially swap into, or if you wanted to do this kind of like a character where she's one character and Cloak comes in to do moves with her, I think that could work. But then there's another thing where you have to manage kind of like an assist. So I just think that would be a little bit too much for this type of game. So that's why I'm stuck between and decent. Maybe the low of decent. Domino would be cool. You don't really see Domino get too much love. I'd fuck with Domino. This that motherfucker from Thor, that one movie I did not watch. Yeah, nah, you gotta go there. Kingpin's going there because I don't really fuck with Kingpin like that. Like, I'm assuming this is Drax. The look, he looks like Kratos. I'm assuming this is Drax. Drax would be cool, but like, I guess he is low-key like one of the least appreciated Guardians of the Galaxy characters. So I'm gonna put him in decent just because he doesn't get as much love as like some of the other Guardians. Fuck this Shark, bro. Fuck Shark. Fuck Jeff, bro. I don't fuck with Jeff, bro. Miles, see, and it's tough, bro, because like this is my favorite suit for him in Spider-Man 2, bro. Well, this was in Spider-Man 1, but also in Spider-Man 2. But this is my favorite suit for bro. Bro's fit is too tough with this on. You know, the 2099 suit, I think. But nah, like with Spider-Man already being in the game, I don't want too many Spider characters, which is there's a couple of them. Silk would be cool. I'm gonna put Silk in Silk would be cool because we don't really see Silk too much specifically. It's normally, you know, Spider-Man, Venom. Those are the main Spider characters. There's another one that I saw and I wanted to put her on here. I lucky shifted the list around by just picking characters at random, so I'm not gonna find her ass again. But I think Spider-Gwen is on this list as well. J. Jonah Jameson, he would be a funny pick. Like he would be, I'm putting him in decent. He would be funny just cause they could make a kind of gag character out of him, but he'd be like the broken gag character, and I'd fuck with that. That'd be a funny thing to do with him. Is there anybody else? Oh yeah, let me start throwing these unknowns. I don't know if this is Abomination or if this is some other character. I don't know. Don't know you. There's gonna be a good bit in here because I don't know all these characters. Don't know you. Ant-Man. Somebody was talking to me about Ant-Man for this game, and I don't know how I feel about Ant-Man because it's like the growing and shrinking mechanic. I don't know how that would translate directly in gameplay, so I don't know how I don't know how I'd be feeling about that. But it could be unique and it could be interesting. So on one hand, I'm like, but on the other hand, I'm like, I could kind of see it working. I'm putting him in This is just gonna be my mid tier. I might have to make another tier just like of something else that I had to come up with. I might come up with that. But yeah, I'm assuming this is Craven. Craven with traps could be like Rambo in Mortal Kombat 11. I would be interested to see how they could do a Craven. Mysterio, Magic Mysterio, kinda. I'll put him in decent. Don't know who you are. You are. Hella's in the Rivals, so it's not like she's desperately needing a game to be in, like it's her first one in a while. But then at the same time, Hella is a cool character, just objectively. Maybe it's DLC. I could see them adding Hella in, like, imagine they do like thematic DLCs and they just add like a Thor DLC where they add a bunch of Thor characters. I could see them doing something like that potentially. Don't know who this is. Don't know who that is. Is this Cable from X-Men? If this is Cable, then I know who that is, but I don't recognize his outfit. No, this is the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think that's Miss Marvel. Or not Miss Marvel. No, yeah, because Captain Marvel's the other one. Yeah, I don't think it's Miss Marvel. Is that Nick Fury? Hold on, wait. I was talking a little bit past my mic. If this is Nick Fury, that'd be cool, but I don't know if this is Nick. This might be somebody else. So if that's somebody else, let me know. If that's not, then okay, Nick, cool. Don't know who you are. You're the one X-Men. I never remember his name. I could see him. Be cool to have another X-Men. Rhino, waste of a pick in my opinion if they add a Rhino. Don't know who you are. We're not Red Mask. Thinking of Red Hood. Red Skull. Nothing burger pick. If you picked him, cool, but not really. What's his name? Luke Cage. He was on the team with Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man. I can see him being a decent pick, but I still wouldn't put him above certain people. I think maybe that's an accurate for that. Scorpion, no. This Beetle. Lucky looks like Beetle, but I can't remember if that's a DC character or not. I don't know you though. Don't know you. If this is Dracula, I would be kind of hyped for Dracula. I ain't gonna lie to you. If that's Dracula, then for sure. If that's like, what was that other motherfucker's name? Mephisto? If that's him, still be kind of cool, but I'm assuming this is Dracula. I don't know though. Could be wrong. Oh, this is the one motherfucker. I was about to put him in my thumbnail, but I can't remember his name now. He's an X-Men. He'd be cool too. I can't tell if this is Abomination or not. Or if this is one to scroll. Yeah, I don't know who that is. This is Gamora's sister. Gamora's sister. I think that's an ant pick personally. I can't remember her name, but she's the blue shorty from the X-Men who can turn into other people. Her as a like Shang Tsung-esque character would be kind of cool. I'd fuck with that. I gotta put this one up here just cause it's, bro. Black Cat, bro. Like, I don't even need to answer that one. Now I know this is for sure one of the scroll. Or no. This is Green Goblin. Jack Green Goblin, the one that I think killed Spidey. I don't know if this is the exact one, but I remember like the buff ass Green Goblin. He would be cool. Regular Green Goblin would be cool too, but like the buff, like hulking Green Goblin would be a fire pick. I'm assuming this is Mantis. As a fighter, I don't know how I feel about her. Silver Surfer, he'd be cool to see. Quicksilver, I think would be good because he'd be a flashlight character. Don't know about Sandman. I could see him being an ant pick. I don't know how I feel about Sandman being in the game. I don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Loki, another shifter type of character, trickster. I can see him being funny. Don't know who this is. I thought that was Sue for a second on the Fantastic Four, but I don't know who that is. Rogue goes up there towards the top. It'd be fire to see Rogue. I don't know who this is, but she looks cool. Doc Ock. Doc Ock is an interesting pick, bro. Where do I want Doc Ock to be? Doc Ock. I'm gonna make it decent. I could fuck with a Doc Ock if he's done right. Is this the motherfucker from that has the Infinity Stone in his head, or is this somebody else? I can't tell. I didn't like do too much looking over all these characters, so I don't know exactly who all of them are. Like I said, I don't think I know who this is, but if I do, he would be an ant character in my opinion. I don't know who you are. This looks like Swamp Thing from Injustice 2. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. This outfit looks familiar, but I don't know who you are. What the fuck is his name? Who's in Spider-Man? Fuck, I can't remember his name now. Not Falcon. Fuck, what's his name, bro? Like Vulture. That's it. The Vulture. He'd be an ant pick anyway, but that's fucking funny that I just fucking blanked on his name so hard. Daredevil would be a cool DLC character. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The Punisher, I don't know, he'd just be a gun toter, so like I wouldn't like feel crazily moved if they added him. Like he's cool, but not like needle moving in my opinion. Deadpool would be a top tier pick because it's Deadpool. Like it's fucking Deadpool. Here she is, Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, on one hand, I would love because I love Gwen Stacy as a character, but too many spiders would, I feel like, ruin it after a certain point. But I feel like Spider-Gwen, if she's not a top tier, she'd be a fire DLC pick. So I'm gonna say a fire DLC pick in my personal opinion. Magic would be a cool DLC pick because honestly, bro, before Rivals, I did not know who Magic was. I never heard of her. Actual Iron Fist, like the Danny Iron Fist, would be fire. That'd be a top pick of mine because you don't see that version of him too much in video games from my knowledge. Emma Frost would be, she'd be weird. She'd be weird in my opinion. I don't know how I feel about it because like I don't know too much about Emma Frost to know like what she'd be good at to be like a playable character. I can see her being an character though. She could be a cool inclusion, but I don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, bro, show my boy Nova some love, bro. Fucking love Nova. And Ultimate Spider-Man really made me like him too. Oh, what's her name? Rouge? I forgot her name, but I was just telling my homie about her. I think she'd be a good pick. She could be interesting, I think. Rocket Raccoon. I'm gonna say decent. I think he could be funny. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. I think this is Silver Century, but I don't know too much about him, so that'd be another pick. This just looks like fucking Agent Coulson slash fucking what's his name from the Matrix? I'm fucking Agent Smith. It looks like Agent Smith from the Matrix. Is this Odin? That looks like Odin. If that's Odin, that'd be fucking gas. To get Odin in the game would be fire. Don't know who you are. I don't know who the fuck. Is this the actual Green Goblin? Because it kind of looks like him on the glider. But I don't know that color scheme. Is this the one motherfucker from the Thor movie? Not Heimdall, but it kind of maybe Heimdall. I don't know. Don't know exactly for this one. Don't know who you are. You are. Then I'm gonna click you. Black Widow. Black Widow's such a generic Avenger. Kind of like Punisher, so I feel like they gotta be in a similar spot. I don't know who this is, but his design looks sick. But I don't think this is Black Panther, but his design looks fire. So let me know in the comments if you know who that is, but I don't know who he is. Yeah, I know who Jean, that's her name. I was trying to remember her name. I was like, this is the girl that Logan, not Logan, Wolverine be fucking with, but I'm like, I couldn't remember her name. But Jean would be cool just to see, but I don't know if I'd be like, oh my god, they added Jean to the game, bro. Like W gameplay, bro. Like, nah, I don't know if I'm doing all that. No. She-Hulk, no. Squirrel Girl, Be real, I've never seen the appeal of Squirrel Girl. I've just never like been in love with that character. Is that War Machine? War Machine would be kind of cool, just to see what he would look like in this art style with Iron Man being like more of a Gundam. So I think that'd be an interesting pick more than anything. I'm gonna put Rocket down and I'm not fucking with Rocket. The thing in a fighting game, I feel like this motherfucker is gonna be a super armor heavy punch character. And on one hand, I'm like, that's annoying as fuck. On the other hand, I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. But I'm not really fucking with it. No. I want this motherfucker. I want Cyclops in the game. Put Cyclops in the game. Give us some cool laser beam shit he can do. Scarlet Witch, magic, kinda, but not really. Another rival. If I've seen the character in another game recently, then I feel less likely that they need to be added to this game. The Hulk could be cool, but I'm not like over the moon about Hulk. Like, I feel like you would have to do something cool, like a rage meter for him that would make him interesting. But like, besides that, I don't think just the Hulk as a standard character would be like something I would like fucking really want. I'm gonna skip around again. If this is Dormammu, because I think this is who this would be a fire pick. Just to have like all his magic and all the crazy shit he could do. The Juggernaut would also be kind of a fire pick because we don't see too much of the Juggernaut nowadays. Captain Marvel, I'll put you in decent. You'd be a cool pick. I don't know who you are. Hawkeye would be because I feel like they wouldn't execute him right. Don't know who you are, but you look cool. Don't know who you are. Strange. You could do some creative shit with him, so I'll put him in good. Thanos would be a top tier pick. You put him in there and you have him feel like have a mechanic with the Infinity Stones, getting stones and doing certain powers would be cool. I'm like, this looks like Cable. So I might have been wrong under that other guy. Because Cable, I remember having white hair, so I might be wrong on that other guy where I put him. I don't know, but Cable, I think that's Cable. No, yeah, I put him here. I think this is Cable, because Cable, I think I remember him having white hair, so I think that's actually Cable. Magneto, I could see some interesting stuff with him, but at the same time, I could also see him just personally, to me, feeling like a nothing character. Like I said, this is not me being like, oh, these characters would be good. This is more based off my opinion, but what I would like to see. The Winter Soldier, I feel like he could be good, but I feel like he'd just be a mix of Cable with his arm. He could have a counter, I guess, with his arm. This is made out of vibranium. That could be cool. I'm gonna say a decent pick, but I'm like on the borderline of putting him at I don't know who you are, but I feel like I've seen you in one of the older MVCs. Adam Warlock, I don't fucking know what the hell you would do. Luna Snow. I would low-key want her to be a DLC character. Have her in like some fire-ass dress fit. And like give her some like ice clone abilities like a Sub-Zero. I could fuck with that. What's his name? Fuck, I can't remember bro's name now. Xavier. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in because I'm not really feeling you. I feel like you'd be kind of the same as Magneto, but less obviously. Like unless you had him controlling the other X-Men, like not mind control wise, but like as like he's the main character, but then he calls in X-Men as his ability to do something, then that'd be cool. But like I said, in a 4v4 game, I feel like that'd be a little too much. Gamora, I don't know who this is, but this guy looks fire. I would personally put him in good just to see what he did, but I don't know who you are. Groot is an ant pick. I could see them doing something creative with him. This is fuck is his name, bro? This is Wolverine's like, not I don't think actual brother, but like they act like rivals slash brothers because it's is that Sabretooth? That's his name. I think he'd be a cool pick. Crazier Wolverine potentially. Yeah. This another scroll. I don't know this guy. Don't know you, even though I've seen you before. I just can't remember your name. Thor would be he'd be decent. feel like he'd be up there with Loki. That guy from the Deadpool movie. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't remember his name. I know who he is, but I don't remember his name. Fucking, you would be fire. They could do so much with Ultron. Moon Knight, I don't. But besides like throwing discs, what the hell does Moon Knight do? Like, I can see them adding him as DLC, but I would need them to like do something crazy with him. I don't know who you are. This is Sue. This is Invisible Woman. You're like not an attacking character. Logan would be hype just because he's Logan, but like it wouldn't be too crazy. Fuck is his name, bro? MODOK. How do I feel about MODOK, bro? Like, I'd have to see them do some crazy shit. Maybe they could throw aim or something in his moveset to make him a more interesting one. This Reed Richards, decent pick, I guess. Don't know who the hell you are. The purple suit looks familiar, but I don't know who it is. Don't know who this is. This looks like a fucking Mortal Kombat character. Don't know who you are. Mr. Negative. You would have to show me what the fuck you do. You'd have to like do some weird like gimmicky inverting controls going into the negative zone shit for you to be an interesting character, I think. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. And then is this fucking what the fuck is it called? Miles' uncle. Something Panther. Fuck, I can't remember his name. I feel like I know the character, but he would be either... I could see him being a decent character, but I'm gonna put him in I don't know because I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. But that's everybody that I would be looking forward to in Rivals, and like other characters, obviously. Like I said, my number one overall pick. I need X-23 in the game. You give me X-23 for anybody in this top row, I think it would be a fire pick. Everybody in the first two rows, I would be cool with their inclusion. But like past the two rows, well, hold on, bro. Venom. Venom should be higher than decent. I feel like I was disrespecting Venom low-key. Raven would be decent. Yeah, everybody else in here, I feel like would just be an interesting inclusion, but not like a must-have inclusion. Then everybody else in here. Why'd I put Gwenpool here? I did that because I didn't want too many spiders. That's why I was doing that. Because I was like, why did I put Gwenpool in there? Low key, put Silk in here. Because I would like Silk as DLC. Any other? Let me look real quick to see if there's any DLC characters that I would like to put in here. But this is more or less my list and what I would feel at the moment. Because I could see a bunch of spider characters being DLC just because it's spider. Like you could have them do certain things differently gameplay wise, but at the end of the day, they're Spider-Man characters. Like if I can run a full team of spider people, bro, that'd be just sick in itself. But with my very limited Marvel knowledge, I think this is all the characters that I would like to see in Marvel Tōkon. I keep wanting to call it Rivals, bro. Let me know down in the comments below if I've made some blasphemous takes and like skipped over some absolutely fire picks. Some of these guys I recognize, like I said, and I just don't know off the top of my head. Wait, is this the Lizard, bro? Because I just started thinking back to it. If this is the Lizard, I'm gonna be mad that I didn't recognize that this was the Lizard. If that's the Lizard, then he would be fire just to see him transform. But yeah, let me know if I made some fucking like egregious picks and like skipped over some fire characters that would be a good fighting game character, and explain why. Because like I said, I'm tapped in a little bit with Marvel, but not enough to know the ins and outs. But yeah, this is my list. If you just look this up, this is how you found it. This is not a list I made. Somebody else made this list, so you could do one yourself. But this is my Marvel Tōkon wish list for characters I would like to see. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more about Marvel Tōkon. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
I'm stuck being bad. I wanna get money and chill by myself. I wanna send money, my family need help. I need me a girl just to help with the stress. Somebody to care, this hair, this rare everywhere. My fault is heavy, this chain is heavy. I know they gon' hate me cause haters is plenty. I rode in an Altima, bro, not a Chevy. Those times were heavy.